squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. From your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, Delta!
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield buying time to his left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
180! 54 miles. Come up the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
180! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Run, run, run. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54.
Here we go. Mike 54.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 54.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield steps away to his left.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Right. 180. Regular.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Five.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
That's my guy.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On the ready.
53. Check 53. Wild Bill. Check.
5.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. They're not ready for this, man.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And that's complete. It's Watson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, Sam off.
99. Check 99.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
22 jet bombers.
Now Stidham on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
High 7. 51, Mike 51. You.
On second down, here's Stidham. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Cleveland.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Alert, 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 alert.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert 33. Pistol. Check safety. Hatch it. Pistol.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A reminder later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series. A rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game. Later, of course, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Kimdichie. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Run. Hey, Steve 6. Mark 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. We on.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. You want this? Check. Lucky. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
They begin with Michel on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Stidham on second down. Stidham hit, and he lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10.
180. Right there. 56. Here we go.
A toss play to Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stidham sets to throw on first. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Stidham to Michelle on the screen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Hey, lock it.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lift your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Point it right. Hey, orbit. Check back 21, check back 21.
Now Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Regular. Hey, echo. Hey, check back 21, check back 21. Here we go. Regular. Here we go. Undercrush. King. Bravo. Hey, check back 21.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, Zoom. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. My God. All right, T. That's right. All right, T. My God.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch twitch. Watch. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, Delta. God. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put him.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 13. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol. Smoke.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. On first down, Michelle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check.
Ready? Final play of the half. It's Stidham. Forced out to his left. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So we reach halftime here in a 10. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 60 or. Number 53. Mike 53.
They start the second half with Michelle on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Five.
To throw is Stidham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On third down, Stidham. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Haywood! Mike 54! Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go!
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield dancing to his left. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Patriots take over
Get ready,
1st
get
and
ready,
10
get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, it's time to Hey, let's go. It's time to press. Let's go, baby. 6-6. Pull it high. Let's get that ball. Switch. Get it. Rush in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Handoff comes to Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check protein spell.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Stidham to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run on first down. Michel. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Throw complete to Dorsett.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stidham. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Stidham going back to the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2?
Point it right.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Following the penalty, Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check pistol. Check back 21. Don't get nervous. Up, check 4. Under 10.
A give. This is Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Watch the run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And getting getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Kill, 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 kill.
Second down, Stidham to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 3, check 3. King. Hey, exit.
Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Shift. Watch the shift. Alert. Hey, orbit. Hey, check, right 21.
Mayfield to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third and short.
Hey, echo. Regular.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's Mayfield. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast. But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check 31. Leo. Ready?
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hard. 18 Gator. Slam. Guard. 25. Check 25. Bravo. Check back 34. Mike 34. Light. Tight down. Fire.
The backup Stanton ready for his first throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
30 base. Check in. You're out. Switch it. Hey, do.
Throwing on first down. Stanton looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Greystone travel. Man. Hey, Delta. 34, get it.
Throwing again. Stanton steps away to his left. He's going to go up top. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
On first down, Michelle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But some